I keep forgetting we're in a new year. And we're actually almost in February, apparently. But the big story really is the cold that is out there. It was a very cold weekend. Yesterday, we woke up with a wind chill of 8 degrees in Central Park. A little bit better this morning, but notice the chilly air still in place. 25 in Central Park right now, 14 in Highland. Now, the winds will calm down throughout the day gradually. We're at 9 miles per hour in the city, so you still have a wind chill. It feels more like 16 degrees in the city. Ardsley at 7 as it feels like temperature. So you have to bundle up. We do have a few clouds that are out there, but we are expecting some sunshine in the morning before the clouds really build in. Our system just developing, pushing into the Tennessee Valley. That's what's going to bring us some snow chances, and we'll be talking about that coming up in just a moment. In terms of the day planner for today, by noon, 32 degrees, 34 by 5 p.m., but feeling more like the 20s and around 30 because of the winds that are out there. That extended forecast coming up. Let's switch over to traffic and we'll check in. A live look at the George Washington Bridge. I move out of the way. You see the toll plaza inbound side. Things moving well so far, even outbound also cooperating. Things are dry, but again, it is cold out there. And with rails this morning, everything so far on or close to schedule. Heads up LIRR, you have some new schedules that are out, including new peak service. And then with PATH, you have the 9th and 23rd Street stations that are closed until 5 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, though, things are moving smoothly. Your subways, by the way, reopen at 5. Alternates out the street parking, meter rolls, everything in effect today citywide, guys. Back to you.
Marissa, thanks. Breaking news right now out of Queens, where a stolen car ended in a police shooting. A suspect that they closed.
Out with the winds, we'll have your full forecast coming up in the next hour. It feels like 14 degrees in Central Park and 8 degrees up in Ardsley, 19 as it feels like in Rumson. So here's that satellite radar picture. We're already starting to clear out with those clouds. They'll gradually build throughout the day, but we are going to get some sun at least to start. In terms of the day planner, we will make it above freezing for today, the mid to upper 30s, but feeling more like we're around that freezing mark with those winds as well. We'll have an extended forecast. We are talking about snow coming up for tomorrow. Let's go ahead and switch over to traffic, taking a live look at the LIE this morning. Everything is quiet. People just getting the notice. Sullivan, Ulster, Dutchess. Well north of the city, but the concern would be for a wintry mix and some slick conditions and for black ice, especially in areas that haven't been treated. But many of you just getting a start where your temperatures are either right at freezing or just above, so we're still looking at some wet roads and you still want to be careful, but the concern for ice isn't as widespread. More concern for areas north and west, especially through the Hudson Valley, where Armonk is at 20 degrees. We're at 32 in Central Park. We still have some precipitation out there. You still have some light snow that is falling, even some mist and some rain mixed in. So a wet situation to the east with some drying over to the west. So we're going to be watching some of this lingering throughout the morning and through the afternoon. Can't completely rule it out, but we are going to see some of those clouds break up. By the way, we'll talk about fog in a second, but we do have some low clouds that are out there climbing into the upper 30s for today with just a tad bit more sunshine. Let's go ahead and switch over to traffic and talk about the road. So over on the Van Wyck northbound, right near the LIE, you have 2 lanes that are currently blocked with a crash and a little bit of delay. That is in that area, but not too bad overall. The LIE, the Northern State, Queens Boulevard, everything so far looking rather quiet, including the Grand Central Parkway. So this is a live look, and notice the roads are wet, but a lot of these roads have also been treated, so they're not looking too icy, but you still want to be careful as always. Alternates out the street parking, it's back in effect for today, along with meter rolls, guys. Back to you. Just the roads are still a little wet. So we're wet for today, calm for tomorrow, but the cold air rushes in, and look at by Saturday, our wind chill temperatures are below 0. The rest of us, it's mainly just some clouds and some clearing depending on where you are. We're talking about a mostly sunny day for today with this high pressure off to the south and a southwest wind. So in terms of tracking you through the futurecast, notice by 9 o'clock, most of you are mainly clear. That's how we continue through the afternoon. Maybe some scattered high clouds, but mostly sunny for the day. We cool off. Not as bad, though, as we have been, and so we're actually going to start off for Saturday morning pretty much where we are now, if not slightly warmer. So if that gives us another good launching pad. So Friday today, we're talking about the upper 50s, low 60s. I think we could actually make it to, we're going to trend warmer than these models. The models are trending very cold. So we're going to say 60, if not a little bit higher in spots, especially further south you go. And then by Saturday morning, you wake up still in the 40s. We're going to launch once again back to in the upper 50s, around 60 degrees. So Friday and Saturday are the best days. Sunday, we have cooler temperatures to start, and we're not going to recover as nicely as we have been. So Saturday capping off in the upper 40s, low 50s in spots, but this is more of a northeast east wind, and that's what's going to keep us a little cooler. So here's that 74.
traffic.
I mean, when you think about yesterday at this time, let's say Poughkeepsie, they woke up at 18, 19 degrees. Oof. Islip set a record for a morning low at 22. Right. It was cold, and that wasn't even accounting for those northwest winds that were gusting in, giving us wind chills for most of the region in the teens and 20s. It was a cold couple of days. Happy to say we're going to be trending in a different direction today. We're going to have plenty of sunshine, in fact, for the afternoon. More sun than clouds. Temperatures will be noticeably warmer. You can tack on about 10 degrees from yesterday's high temperature, which was mainly tunnel. For the most part, things are cooperating. Volume is just starting to pick up as you come around the helix. If you're driving on 495 to get here, things are also there. And then if you head in, construction that we did have at the Lincoln cleared out of the way for you. Holland Tunnel also reopened at 5 o'clock, so you have two decent options there. With rails this morning, possible delays for Metro North due to slip and slide conditions. LIRR, New Jersey Transit and PATH, everything on or close to schedule. And then the PATH stations that are typically closed till 5 o'clock, 9th and 23rd, they've reopened. Alternate side of the street parking is in effect today citywide, guys. Back to you.
All right, Marissa, thank you so much. Well, New Jersey lawmakers have advanced a bill that would set in motion the creation of this Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, I didn't make it, though. I ate it. I made stuffing. I made my first stuffing.
Hey, bravo.
Yeah, I told John there are two people who eat and people who cook. I'm typically the one who just eats. But yeah, great to be here on the day after, the morning after. Yesterday, we had that cold front move through, and man, this thing really picked up speed. And that made for and cleared the way for a gorgeous Thanksgiving. While we did Central Park 65, tying for the third warmest Thanksgiving on record. We also broke records at LaGuardia, Kennedy, Islip, climbing into the mid-60s. Right now, temperatures are in the 40s and 50s. Now, you do have some cooler spots like out in West Hampton, you're in the 30s. So a good range in temperatures with partly cloudy skies. 24-hour temperature change, slightly cooler in spots, but also slightly skies out there. You're going to see a mix of some sun and clouds for today. We have a little disturbance moving through. Could fire off some sprinkles here and there, mainly north of the city. We're going to say by 5 p.m. So a little bit cooler than yesterday, but they're mainly north of the city. We're going to say by 5 p.m. So a little bit cooler than yesterday, but hey, we're still going to have some sun. We'll have that extended forecast coming up in just a moment. Let's switch over to traffic and we'll check in on how things are looking there. This is a live look at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. With rails this morning, everything is back on schedule. Notice New Jersey Transit is keeping the weekend. But for those of you who are trying to head out and safely shop and wear your city.
I thought it was good. I'm sure it was amazing. Did you put veggies in it? Because I know you're a veggie lover. Nope. It did come with celery, and I do not like celery. I tried, but I nixed it. That's the cool thing about being a grown-up. That's right. So we were able to turn out yesterday afternoon in the 60s. We also had a decent amount of rainfall, and a lot of this was in the early morning hours, so when many of you were just getting started on the day, LaGuardia picking up almost an inch of rain, same with Central Park, just over 3/4 of an inch there. Newark also picking up decent rainfall, over 1/2 inch, and then Islip JFK, we also saw a decent amount of rain. So we needed the rain. We're closing in on our average rainfall, and we did have a little bit of a deficit. So here's a live radar right now, noticing we are dry, so we're not tracking any rain for this morning. For those of you getting out to go shop or just even walk off all of that food you ate yesterday, you have a great day to do so. We're going to have a mix of sun and clouds. Again, no rain right now. You are noticing just some mainly north and east of the city, but it's, if anything, going to be some sprinkles that you notice. High pressure working itself in, so a very light west-northwest wind for today. Now I'm going to march you through the temperatures. Models are trending a little bit cooler. We're going to crank up some of these numbers. So this is one of the models saying 59 is a high for today. We're going to raise that to 60. We're banking on some of the sunshine to help us out a little bit. As we head into this evening, outdoor dining still an option. We're going to be around 50 with the 40s north and west, low 50s for Long Island. Tomorrow morning, a little bit cooler, starting off the day around 40. We're setting it for the weekend, so we'll be in the mid-50s for Saturday afternoon, dropping into the 40s as we head into Sunday morning. And notice that'll be a colder start.
Warm up the car, extra. This is our system off to the southwest of us. It did deliver some snow through Ohio, but this is nothing compared to what we're going to be seeing as they got a couple of inches. This area of low pressure.